Yo, 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 yo. Yeah. Let's go. This is the one and only IBZ. Hey. Coming to you live from downtown Toronto. This is the one and only IBZ. Episode 161. We got a lot of heat. We got updates coming from Lizzo, coming from everybody. What else? The Montgomery arrest. We have a lot of shit, so y'all don't stress. Let's keep going. Let's keep feeling like we the blessed. The best and the best. The blessed. Here comes your host, Dr. IBZ. Yeah. Sorry, man. Fucked around a bit, you know what I'm saying? Fucked around just a little bit, you know? But yeah, how's it going, guys? How are you guys doing? How's everyone going? This is another episode. I was trying not to swear in the first 2 minutes, but it's already done deal, dog. We getting lit today, you already know. How's everyone's week going? This is recording this on a fine Saturday after evening, nighttime. You know, I was gonna record a little bit earlier, but you know, my sleep schedule's messed up.
Damn!
Messed up. Literally. Like, if I told you what time I went to sleep, you would not believe it. You'd be like, this nigga went to sleep at what? Anyways, how's it? Hopefully y'all are getting some good sleep. Now, actually, it looks like I'm getting some good sleep, but it's just the schedule's messed up. But niggas is catching them Z's, you know what I'm saying? So, how's everyone doing? We are here again. You know what I'm saying? It's another week of this, not the same old, but it's another episode, another brand new episode. I have new gameplay coming out. I'm working on my editing game too, so as y'all can see, like the thumbnails are looking a little bit more better. I'm working on adding more like videos and pictures in the video, but it's just me, nigga. I gotta learn that shit, you know what I'm saying? So we're getting there. We're almost there. Once I hit that stride, we there, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to you, shout out to the viewers, shout out to the listeners, shout out to everybody. Thank you guys for showing love. Round of applause to you. See, for once, I'm giving a round of applause to y'all. You know, for once, you know what I'm saying? Air horns to y'all every day, everything that you know. Respect. I appreciate it. So, what are we gonna get into today? So we got a little Lizzo update. Okay? Gal like Lizzo is getting dropped from everything. Everything. Like, I know there's a lot of people that are gonna make jokes, oh, that's not the only thing that she should drop. Like, you know them niggas, dog. You know? That's not the only thing she should drop. Or some people are like, oh my God, like, people are not trying to contact her because it's a sinking ship. I wonder what's sinking that ship. And then, yo, niggas was calling her our belly. I was dying, bro. Our belly.
Dude, what the fuck?
Yo, dog, our belly, my nigga. Dog, that's okay. Surviving our belly, that is hilarious. You know what I'm saying? So, what we're gonna get into today, in terms of this topic, okay? I don't understand that there's nothing that dropped yet. I know something else that needs to drop. Whatever, bro. You guys get what I'm trying to say. So, take this in. So, if I'm Lizzo, right now, anything that I would do, anything, I would have a show, a free show, right? Obviously, you do it the most legitimate way. Don't pull a Kai Cenat, you know what I'm saying? You do a free show. And with that free show, you try to like promote yourself and try to show that you're a little, you have not, but if you show remorse and you're being sued, then I get it. So she's kind of effed right now. But the fact that she got dropped from the Super Bowl, Made in America got canceled. I think they're thinking about canceling it anyways. But since Lizzo's audience is not going to be there, or it's just and Lizzo's going through something, I don't think they dropped her. I'm thinking it was more like, yeah, it's better off if we just split. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's early enough for the Super Bowl for them to get somebody. Made in America, they're done because they don't really have time to get a headliner. But, and if they do, y'all know what's gonna happen. They're gonna run it up. If I'm an artist and you need me, and Lizzo's gone, unforeseen circumstances, guess what? I'm running it up. I'm running that bag up. Don't care what you say. You're gonna give me an extra couple $100,000, couple mil. You're gonna cough it up or else you're not gonna have a show. You know what I mean? So it sucks, but this is what happens. So at the end of the day, hopefully, because before I was making my jokes and all that shit, but like I don't. And the girls are coming out. They're saying there's more girls that came out. I think 9 more girls came out. So they're trying to say that Lizzo is basically, they're surviving our belly out here. You know what I'm saying? So personally, until all the facts come out, I'm not gonna be on Lizzo like that. You know, I'm not gonna be like, oh, Lizzo. I'm just gonna chill for now. But what I always recommend, if you have staff, keep it at that. You want to take them out to dinner, have a staff party. You know what I mean? Those are the safe bets. But you don't do no strip club shit. You don't go to the strip club. You don't do anything like that. You have to relax. You know what I'm saying? You have to relax. Cause you never know. Tranquilo, por favor. Cause you never know, man. You do someone wrong, that person can get just 2 other people. Then those 3 people can convince 4, 5, 6 other people. The next thing you know, they go to a lawyer. They scramble up whatever money they can scramble up. Boom, they have a case. Or if the lawyer feels like, yo, there's a case here and we can get some money, it's over. So like you have to be careful. It's cool. There's one thing that I learned, right? Everyone is on this. You can do whatever you want, be free, but there's consequences to this shit, yo. There's a lot of people that don't understand that there's consequences to it. You want to be free. You want to live your life when there's no such thing as living your life free, right? And you can define free however you want to define, but living your life free and there's like no consequences or there's no cons. There's always pros and cons. Life is always about balance. You want to live that freedom and you want to be able to do whichever you want. Well, just know there's things that come with it, because if you think about it, I understand the whole concept of let's stick together. I mean, the whole concept of I'm the fun boss. I get that whole concept. I'm the fun boss. Let's go to the strip club. We're on tour. I get it. It's the music industry. I understand that part. However, doing it with your coworkers, not your coworkers. Your coworkers is different than you being the boss and you showing up with your coworkers, because you never know you showing up with your employees, because you never know who might have ill will, who might be trying to build a case, who might be like down and out. Their home situation's effed up, so they're just looking for a reason. And you're a big fish, no pun intended, not even trying to make a joke, but you're a big fish. Cash cow. You know what I'm saying? No pun intended. But yeah, so let's see what happens, because everyone was on Jonathan Majors' ass and shit. They're like, yo, Jonathan Majors. And then now look, you know what I'm saying? So let's wait for most of this shit to come out. Just like the Lil Tay thing that happened. So this is what confuses me. So everybody was talking about, and this is what I was talking about, in terms of wait for all the facts and then say something. Because I was about to say RIP, right? Then, and I don't know what's going on this year. This year has been crazy. This story is crazy, okay? So Lil Tay, I go on Instagram and I see a bunch of people saying RIP Lil Tay. And I'm like, Lil Tay, isn't that youngin'? That the young flexer or whatever? I go on it says Claire Hope, but she passed away, and then they snuck in her brother. They're like, oh, by the way, her brother died, like, like quick. You know what I mean? Everyone was like, hold up. Okay, that's sad. R.I.P. No one really questioned it. You know what I mean? But me, with the way they snuck in the brother in there, I was like, hey, yo, what the fuck? And then I was thinking in my head, don't they have a case? Isn't there like a case? Like, so the parents are in control of the Instagram account. And since they're in control of the Instagram account, because she's underage or whatever, and it's like a business account, right? She's making money off of it. So therefore, the parents have access to the business account, or they are the only ones that have access to it. So apparently, what I'm thinking, that's the parents' meal ticket. The children, the brother and the sister, took the parents to court so they can get the account back, so that they can start monetizing it again and they make the money and the parents don't get anything, right? So when I heard that happen, and this happened like a couple years ago or last year, so I remember that was going on, and I remember she was gonna win the case. Then you hear that she passed away. I was like, hold on, that's fishy, that's suspicious, you know what I'm saying? So I chilled for a bit, because even like my gut told me, like, you know, when someone passes away, you feel sad and like, damn, that sucks. I didn't feel anything. I felt like, yo, it's kind of weird how they did that. The Vancouver police was like, we have no death certificates and we know nothing about her dying. We don't even have anybody under that name that's dead in the last whatever. Then they called the dad. The dad's like, yes, this is him. I don't know nothing. He's not even confirming or denying it. So then that's when I knew something was fishy. Something was fishy. Now, everyone has their theories on the internet and all that type of shit. And everyone's saying how and I remember her YouTube page, I think it said help me or some shit. I don't know if anyone photoshopped that, but apparently like her home situation is not looking good. So then she made a status saying, hey guys, don't worry, I'm still alive. And that shit confused the shit out of me. It confused me, okay? Because she goes, to be clear, I am not dead. I don't have access anymore to the Lil Tay Instagram account. My sister and I were winning our case. It was just a couple days before we got it all back. All her social media came out about the truth. Me and Tay are not dead. We do not have access to the account. Our parents want us gone off the internet, but we will not go away. This is our new account. They're spreading misinformation. We are not dead. So basically the parents are on some weird shit. They're just saying they don't want their kids on the internet anymore because they're not eating off of it. So because remember, even like the mom was in the videos and shit too. So what I'm thinking is that ride, that fame, the money, like now that they realize that their parents were taking advantage of them, they took them to court. They have a case. They won the case. And now the parents are trying to say that they're dead to create some type of misinformation. Now, to the parents, you did not think that anybody would do any kind of research or try to understand what happened and how. Especially if she's an internet star. You know what I'm saying? She was a viral internet star. So there has to be a reason why the parents who have access to that account said that she's dead. And then to sneak the brother's death in there. So first it was like, oh, it was with us concerned to say that she passed away, da 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 da, and then insert the brother here. Like, oh yeah, and the brother's dead. So like, it didn't even seem genuine that you guys even gave a fuck about the brother dying. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, do you know how cold that is? You make an obituary, and it's for two people, but the one person gets one sentence, and then the other person gets like 2 paragraphs. That's also fishy, right? especially if that's your two children. Even if you know what I'm saying, that's your two children. You're making an obituary for them or whatever, a post for them saying that they passed away, and that's how you do it. That was fishy. So a lot of us was really trying to understand what was going on, just to find out that they're alive. They're alive. And then someone put that statement, right? Put it through a ChatGPT thing, and ChatGPT almost did it word for word. So someone ChatGPT that shit, posted it on, hacked the account, posted it, and then said they were dead, which is crazy to me. So they are alive, thank God, right? Nothing happened. First time in my entire life where I hear someone allegedly passed away and then all of a sudden it's a hoax or something like that. Like, I never really, that's some like Machiavelli shit. Like, that's some like what they think Tupac is doing right now is in Cuba. Like, that's, anyways. So shout out to Lil Tay. My theory is the parents, that's their meal ticket. They're losing their meal ticket. Their way of getting revenge, or their way of saying like, you know what, if we don't eat, y'all ain't gonna eat. I'd rather y'all be dead. They literally did that. To be a parent, and this is all allegedly, to be a parent, and if you were to do that to your children, you are the scum of the earth. Like, to actually do that to your children. They're making you money. You take advantage of them making you money. Now that you don't have access to it anymore, they're going to be in control. And since you took advantage of them, see, now if you were being halal with it, you wouldn't care if they have, now that they're older, they have access to the accounts. You wouldn't care. You wouldn't even ask for money or anything. You wouldn't ask for a piece of it or anything. You'd be chilling if you're keeping it halal. But you weren't. You're skimming money, stealing a 1, 2, 1, 2. And the one thing about some parents is some parents feel like, since if the kid starts making money, I deserve a cut of that, when the kid is the one putting in the work. Like, you ever, like, for instance, when you start working and you're still living in the house, right? And you're working, living in the house and shit. And your Dukes one day comes in the crib and says, or your Dukes or your dad comes in the crib and says, hey, yo, you got to start pulling in your weight. You got to start paying for shit. That shit's cool, right? But if I'm the one making the money, you better pull your weight. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know those child stars? I could see why the child stars end up messed up, bro. Because there's no balance in the crib. If the child is the breadwinner, and like, if the parents have no career and they're just relying on the child, buddy, I could see the child getting out of hand and saying like, yo, I'm the one making the money. I'm the reason why we're even in this house, in this situation. Y'all can't talk to me like that anymore. I can do whatever the fuck I want. And they end up doing whatever the fuck they want. And as a parent, what can you say? All the excuses as a parent that you have are gone. Oh, this is my house. I pay rent. Or once you start paying rent, da, da, da. No, none of that shit. The house has been bought by your child. You didn't do the shit. So, uncomfortable situation. It's just uncomfortable. So, the fact it's so confusing to me that they tried that shit. So now I'm thinking, now that we have this conspiracy going in, I'm locked in. I got to see what happens. Because there's no way. There's no freaking way, man. That you're just going to fake someone's death and you're going to get away with it. I don't know if there's a law of faking saying someone's dead but they're not. I don't know if there's a law about that shit, but come on. You didn't think people wouldn't investigate it, is what I'm saying. How stupid are you? You didn't think people would investigate 2 of your children dead. You don't think anybody would investigate that and ask you questions. Especially if your child is known on the internet. The one thing about the internet is even if you think people don't know your child? If your child has some fame and something happens to your child's gonna be all over the news, and then now people are gonna know who the fuck your child is. So a lot of people were like, who's Lil Tay? Who's Lil Tay? They were looking her up because she passed away. Now, if I'm Lil Tay, I'm back, baby. I'm content for days, my nigga. First, we do a couple of why the fuck you left videos and what the fuck happened videos. And then you start just dropping content, streaming, everything. You'll make bare money. Bare money. That's all the promo you need. Everyone thought you were dead. And then you just boom, hey guys, I'm still here. Psh, yo. You know what I'm saying? That's not like... That's the Tupac effect that everyone wants that ain't gonna happen. Right? Speaking of Tupac, yo, DJ Akademiks was feeling like Tupac the other day, yo. He was going off. I wasn't expecting DJ Akademiks to go off like that. He snapped. He legit snapped. I was like, wow, yo, like this nigga legitimately snapped, yo. It's like, dog, DJ Akademiks was so angry at, this is what happened. So this is what happened. Tory Lanez gets sentenced. After I recorded my pod, after Tory Lanez got sentenced, I go on YouTube. I'm on YouTube, I see AK's on live. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be nice. Right? Because Tory just got sentenced. AK fucks with Tory. I know AK's off the Henny right now. Let's see what happens. This nigga Akademiks. Yo, dog. This nigga's crazy, okay? So he hops on and he's like, yo, why is my name trending? So a lot of people like to go in on DJ Akademiks and say like, you know, that like, oh, he's a loser, he's this and that, he's a nerd. Oh, how people are wondering like, how is he on? How is he making all this money? How come he gets to talk shit? People are just mad that he made it and he's talking his shit and his shit is still not like shaken up. There's no scandals. There's no shit. And any scandal that happens, like he's right there front and center. Like this is what happened, blah, blah, blah. So you can't really like, it's hard to shit on him. He does the 8 Mile shit. So I totally see it. And the shit he says to women, god damn, bro. It's foul. I could see why like women are just waiting for this nigga's downfall. It's more, and then obviously you have the pandering men that are like, yeah, man. Well, the pandering men and some hood niggas don't like Akademiks. But everyone still watches his shit, which is confusing to me. The one thing I'll give Akademiks though, that everyone gives him is that he's factual. If he says something, there's either a source, it's facts, it's something, and he will sink the whole ship if niggas think he's lying. You know what I'm saying? So he hops on the stream. Everyone's talking shit about him because of the Tory Lanez shit and how he was like, it looked like he was on Tory's side. So he first of all, he went in on everybody that was talking shit, saying like he should go to jail too, or Akademiks is next. And I can see why I'd be pissed, especially when there's a lot of girls saying that you should go to jail. You know, it's different if it's mixed, but when you have a lot of girls saying, "Oh, Akademiks is next," like I can see why he got a little bit pissed off. You know what I'm saying? So he hops on there. He goes, "Hey yo, y'all can't be doing this. Y'all can't be saying Akademiks is next." He's like, I was never really on his side anyways. Like, you know, he was shooting himself some bail, going off. Then he started going off on this woman named Megan something, right? He's like, both you Megs, He's going off. He's like, Meg could sue me. He was snapping, going off. And I could see why. It's these stupid freaking documents that he obtained. And these documents that he obtained provided information about the whole, like, what's the word called? The whole, like, Tory Lanez situation. Okay? So these documents that were provided. We're talking about like the DNA being on the gun and blah, 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 right? So what Meg's side, their attorneys were trying to do, they were trying to say that DJ Akademiks got those documents from Tory Lanez's side, and therefore is committing some type of unlawful action, and he can get even more time. You know what I mean? They're basically trying to send that nigga to the gulag, yo. Basically, Meg's team, they didn't give. There was no remorse. The remorse was gone. Once she said, "Yo, this nigga shot me," it was over. And all Tory, I feel like, low key, if Tory just didn't say anything, didn't like any posts, if his team just left her alone and just said, and Tory just was like, yo, just speak to me whenever you're ready, da da da, and Tory just shut the fuck up, wasn't outside trying to be like a goofy out here, not like a goofy, but you know what I'm saying, like trying to be out too happy. He just chilled until the shit got rectified behind the scenes. I think he would have been fine, or he would have got like a quick house arrest thing or something. But because of all the shenanigans that happened, he got the 10. That's what I'm thinking. Anyways, he's going off on them. So I can understand with that. It's understandable. They're mentioning his name. Go off, Ak. I'm like, okay, whatever. But he was getting disrespectful. I'm not going to repeat what he said, but he was calling her like all types of ugly and everything. Like, I'm like, yo, bro, like, okay, chill. Attack the argument, don't attack the person. But when you're drunk, he was attacking the argument, but he was also attacking the person too. So he was being mad disrespectful, mad flagrant. Then I remember so I watched this one stream where Akademiks is on there, and SZA was trending. She had pictures that were trending, right? So Akademiks was on stream talking about SZA and whatever, and apparently she got her body done. So they pulled up a picture of her in the past and like her now, that type of shit, and they were discussing it. They're just nigga shit, right? So then SZA was watching the fucking stream the whole time. So when SZA was watching the stream, she felt disrespected and blocked Akademiks. And Akademiks was like, yo, like, SZA, come on, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, SZA. Like, it's me. He got butthurt. And he was off the Henny, too, so. I don't know if, was he off? Whatever. I know he drinks during his stream, so. Yeah. What is that? But yeah. All I know is, it was a hair. Goddamn. All I know is he was like, yo, come on, SZA. So literally months later, this nigga starts going in on SZA. He's snapping on her. He's going in. He's like, yo, SZA this, SZA that, SZA's whack. SZA that, SZA this, SZA's a, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's literally going in on her. And in my head, I'm saying, bro, relax. It's not that serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, just chill the fuck out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, anyways, so SZA ends up, so he comes back and SZA pics drop of her leaving the club or whatever event, and she's not looking too great. You know what I mean? She's wearing a dress and she's not looking too great in the pictures, right? Now everyone's like, those are photoshopped, or the camera guy edited it weird, blah, blah. A guy made a video of himself with the photos in the camera roll, like, y'all niggas saying that I'm capping out here. People, bro. Anyways, so he proved that the pictures are real. Then we come to find out that Akademiks finds out the pictures. They show him the picture. Now, his audience is already egging him on to keep going, right? And they show him the pictures. Like, yo, did you see SZA's new pics? Because he's already pissed. So now anybody you mention, he's already going to have tunnel vision on that person. And he's wavy, nigga. He starts going in on SZA, calling her fat. And I'm like, nigga, You can't. He's like, yo, you're like me, man. You're fat like me. Da da da. We're both fat. Why don't we do a mukbang? I'm like, yo, that is the nastiest thing to ask a woman to do. Yo, dog, what is wrong? What is wrong with you? This nigga said? Let's do a mukbang. You are a nasty nigga for that one, bro. So he's like, let's do a mukbang. I'm like, all right. Why are you saying that? Why? Anyways, so, man, this guy Akademiks kills me, bro. So, anyways, he's roasting her. And in my head, I'm like, yo, bro, leave SZA alone, man. You're mad because she blocked you. You said the wrong thing, she blocked you. Like, nigga, instead of doubling down, just you already said my bad on the stream, and then now you're doubling down because you're already mad about some other shit, right? So you doubled down, you started going off on her. But the way you went off on her was a little bit on the funnier side. It was disrespectful, but it wasn't as disrespectful as he went with Erykah Badu. I was like, yo. I'm like, why is he going in on Erykah Badu? And then I heard him say everyday struggle. And I said, this nigga is still mad over some shit from 5 years ago? I mean, like, I don't blame him. There's some shit that I'm still pissed off till today about. You know what I'm saying? And this shit was probably 10 years ago. So I understand. However, I either go on a rant about it on my own, or try to figure out why I felt the way I felt, or some self-healing. Within those 5 years, I would have found a way to like get over that shit. In 5 years, I would have got over that shit. This nigga was still on it. He went off because I think Erykah Badu said something. I think she said something. Because I think she said she liked a post or a status about Akademiks and the Tory Lane shit. So he went off on Erykah Badu. Disrespectful. And I'm like, bro, Erykah Badu, man, she just chills, smokes her weed, burns her sage. Like, all she did was, she was just clowning you, calling you Jerry. Now, I could see why you got mad, because people were bullying you when you first started coming in the industry. And then now, since you're in, and you're doing your thing, and you're making all this money, and you have all this pull and shit, now you feel like you can let your nuts hang. I'm gonna say one thing though. I fuck with Akademiks, yo. He does his thing, yo. He works. Since War in Chirac, I've been watching his shit. He's been working his ass off. Pause. But my nigga, just chill, cause the whole narrative that you only spaz out on women, right? It's starting. It's not. This is not helping at all. Okay, that's one. Two, yo, leave these girls alone. Let these girls go off. Let these girls do their thing. The whole Megan shit. Both those Megans, I could see why, right? But SZA blocked you. She didn't. I don't really remember her saying anything. So you could have just chilled on that one. You didn't have to crash out on SZA. And then I think at the end of the stream, he kind of like apologized. Not apologized, but he's like, yo, I crashed out on you because of this. I crashed out on you because of this. Erykah Badu, he didn't feel no remorse, dog. I was like, holy shit. So then Erykah Badu drops her own incense with Tom, Tom and Jerry, the Jerry meme of him doing that, right? Puts that up in a like an incense thing and sells it. I think limited edition, 2,000 of them or some shit like that. Sold out in like an hour. Everyone bought them. And I was just like, you know what? That's smart, yo. Shout out to Erykah Badu, yo. You got to give Erykah Badu a round of applause for that one. One sec, yo. I got you, Erykah. I got you. Yo. And yo, Akademiks, come on, bro. You have to admit that you put her in check, and then she just did a checkmate. She just made money off of it, and clearly she doesn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But I think she's she retaliated or whatever. Whatever. Anyways, he went on an epic rant. If you ever want to, it might be online, it might be on YouTube, but this rant, he snapped. I just wanted to let you guys know, like, this nigga snapped. So, DJ Akademiks, bro, I could see why you snapped. I totally understand why you snapped, my nigga, but like, yo, chill on how you disrespect these women, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way you be disrespecting them, I'm like, like, I would never say that. I wouldn't. It's nasty. You know what I mean? Personally, I think it's nasty, but whatever. Anyways, so, next topic. So now, we got, this one clip. Okay, we're gonna talk about this, and then I got a bunch of fun shit right after that. But we got to talk about this right here. My boy sent me this clip, and I'm like, okay, this nigga is spitting. All right, let me open it.
Men with no hose. Where are you?
Hey, one of those guys with no hose. I thought I would create this diagram for you ladies that are serious about finding us, because this will kind of pin our location. Here I have the way that you ladies like to rate men. You got your 10, 9s, and 8s. Now these are the cream of the crop, the apex of the male species. They're extremely good looking. They got a lot of money. Their Johnsons hang low. Every woman in the world would love to be with a 10, 9, or 8. Then you got a 7 or a 6. Now they're not quite on the levels of 10, 9s, and 8s, but they are above average. Usually it's going to be a good looking guy with an average or small Johnson, or it's going to be an ugly guy with a big Johnson, or it's going to be an ugly guy with a small Johnson, but he's got a lot of money. Then you got your 5, 4, 3, 2, 1s. Now women like to lump this all up into one number and identify it as instantly swipe left. This is the area you seek. This is the no-fly hose zone. This is the barren wasteland of female attention. Now, even though 5, 4, 3, 2, 1s are very loyal men, you guys don't reply to our messages because we're holding a fish in a picture, or we're wearing a hat and glasses, or we're 45 years old and we're still trying to use our yearbook picture as our profile pic, or, we cropped our ex out of the picture because we don't take really good pictures and that happened to be a good picture. That's us. Now, let me explain how we can fix this imbalance. First, this is how we rate you women, 10, 9s, and 8s. These are the most beautiful women in the world. These are the women that don't need makeup, they don't need their hair done, they don't need nice clothes, they're just naturally beautiful. They're so gorgeous you can turn all the lights off and even their shadow is fine as hell.
Okay, we get it, nigga.
7, 6s, and 5s. Now, with enough makeup and doing their hair and wearing the right clothes, they can give the illusion of being a 10, 9, and 8. But you'll find once you wake up to them in the morning, they're nothing more than shapeshifters. Then you got your 5, 4s, and 3s. Now, these are the girls you date when you're on a budget. You don't really want to take them anywhere, but you want to floss on social media like you got a really fine girlfriend. 5, 4, and 3 can get it done. They can be as beautiful and look any way that you need them to. Then you got your 2s and the 1s. We're not going to speak on them. What causes this imbalance is the 7, 6s, and 5s are convinced they're 10, 9s, and 8s. Then you got your 5, 4s, and 3s. All they do is sit around all day and look at their pictures, and they're convinced that they're 10, 9s, and 8s. Hell, even the 2s and 1s are like, I think I'm a solid 7 or 8. Now, the problem that's occurring is because 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1s think they're 10, 9, or 8, they all want to contact a 10, 9, or 8 or 7, 6 because they feel like that's what they deserve. But all 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 does is because they're really not good enough for them, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 constantly gets used and cheated on. And they do not want to accept the fact that in reality, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 is not actually good enough to get a 10, 9, or 8. And you may be able to swing a 7 or 6, but you better be on point. So if you ladies would just be a little bit more honest with yourself, we'd all have hoes.
Now, is this guy capping or not? I mean, he has a point. Now, is it factual or not? Let's discuss. You know what I'm saying? Let's discuss. Now, what he's basically to summarize the video, what he's saying is that if you know where you are on the totem pole, it's easier for you to navigate through the state in life, is what he's saying. He's saying, don't lie to yourself. Now, everyone's gonna lie to themselves and shit. So, not lie to themselves, but there's the what do the people say? There's what you think about yourself, what others think about you, and there's your true self. You know what I'm saying? So, personally, he's going based on objectiveness. He's going based off of looks. That's what he's going off of. I don't think he's based off of personality or anything. These are based off of looks. Now, I don't necessarily think for the whole argument, for what he was saying, what he was saying was facts. He was cooking in that argument in terms of like how girls view themselves versus how men view themselves, right? He was accurate there. And in terms of who guns for who and who goes for what and who gets neglected, he was accurate there, right? But I personally don't think for that to be like part of the whole argument. That's an argument for why is dating so complicated, or why can't I find a good man? That type of shit. You know what I'm saying? That's where that argument gets in there. You know what I mean? She was specifically asking, where are the niggas with no hoes? Now, the niggas with no hoes, right? There's two, okay? There's two versions. They're the ones that are actually trying to get hoes, but yo, no bueno. Nothing's happening, right? And then they're the ones that actually do not give a fuck. Yo, there's some niggas, yo, they're at their lengths and they don't care. If they get it, they get it. If they don't, they don't. Right? Now, some girls think that shit's hot. Some girls don't, whatever. But if they get it, they get it. If they don't, they don't. There's some niggas that just don't care. There's other niggas that are actively trying to get hoes. Some niggas, they don't give a fuck. Some niggas, they're actively trying, like they're thirst buckets, actively trying to get hoes. Now, she's trying to figure out. So the men that don't get no hoes, right, that are actively trying to get hoes, you are not going to be attracted to those niggas. Period. Right? That's one. Two, the men with no hoes are usually the ones that are either already taken, they have a girlfriend, or they're in a situation or that type of shit, or they're the one nigga that's literally been texting you, been chilling, you've been ignoring the nigga. That's the one guy that has no hoes that ain't gonna cheat on you. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want that nigga, right? You think he's annoying. Why is he messaging me all the time? So I'm answering this girl's question. I'm not talking about all women. That's not what we're doing. We're answering this girl's question. She's saying, the men with no hoes, where y'all at? Well, you either don't want the nigga or they don't want you. So if you're trying to look for a nigga with no hoes, why don't you just fucking find a guy that's into you? Like, the fuck? I don't know how to explain this shit to people, yo. Like, and plus, from what I hear, you want a guy that doesn't get girls, because then how is he gonna get you? You know what I'm saying? So it's a circle of fuckery. That's what I think of it. We went from the circle of life to a circle of fuckery. Everyone is contradicting themselves, yo. You don't want a nigga that can't talk to girls or anything, because how the fuck is he gonna end up talking to you, right? And you don't want a nigga that's promiscuous as shit, that's fucking all the hoes, because then he's not gonna be loyal to you. So why don't you look for the nigga that's been texting you, messaging you, whatever? But then some of those niggas, yo, bruh, it's nasty out here. Because, yo, some of those niggas is nasty too, bro. Them niggas that you think that are just going to be loyal and chill, some of those niggas are just plotting, waiting there, bro. They've been waiting for years just to get it, and then to be like, ha, fuck you, bitch. You know what I'm saying? And then you're going to be like, why did I even give it to this nigga? Now I'm never giving to the next nigga again. And then that next nigga that was waiting, that was actually going to be loyal, he gets the ripple effects of that dumb fuck that did some dumb shit. Because he was petty and his feelings were hurt. This is how fucking nasty it is out here. A nigga will think about some shit that happened 5 years ago, meet the girl again, right? They vibe out. Something occurs. He's like, aha, I got it now. Leaves the chick in the dust. She goes, what the fuck? Why? Next time, I'm not even gonna entertain a nigga that has always been into fuck that. I ain't gonna do that next time. And then now the one nigga that's always been waiting, and it's probably his turn. Now he ain't gonna get you know what I'm saying? He's gonna feel the effects of you being a fuckboy. She ain't gonna even want you anymore. You ruined it. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing, bro. Isn't that a way of fucking up guy code? You know what I mean? Like just being a fuckboy. Like there's a difference between being honest and being too honest or whatever. Like to the point where like you put your foot in your mouth a lot. You might say something and the way you say it, even though it's right, it still hurts. You know what I'm saying? You're too blunt, or you don't know how to communicate it properly. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when a person, I almost lost my point. When a person, so instead of being, I'm talking about when a person is being a complete fucking asshole. You know what I mean? Like, completely. Like, this is just, there's no point. There's absolutely no point of doing that. Anyways, my bad. I lost my point. But what I was trying to say is, so I can get back into it. No hoes. If you want a guy that has no hoes, they either you don't want them or they don't want you. You know what I'm saying? That is point blank. I had a point, but niggas forgot. But now you guys, you get what I was saying. You know what I mean? I'm trying to figure out what I was saying, but I kind of forgot. You know what I mean? Because I was like, yo, you know when a nigga is being blunt, but he's just being honest and da-da-da-da. But I'm trying to figure out where was I going with that and what was I saying before that. But it's all good. It is all good. So, this post right here is hilarious. Oh yeah, just so I can cap off that topic. I said it before. And yeah, that was about it, yo. I think we're good. I think my point has been made. Whatever I was trying to say, we'll go back to the game footage, and I'll come back next pod and speak about it. We'll come back to the game footage, anyways. So, what would you guys do? And this is during like Bovid times, right? So when Bovid happened, everyone was, there's a lot of people that were being nice, still letting people stay at their crib because the panties were going on, right? So when the panties were going on, some people didn't have a place to stay. Some people were couch surfing a lot. Even though a lot of stuff were closed, people were still having gatherings and stuff like that. People were still having like mini gatherings, like, yo, we're all gonna go to this person's crib this day. We're all gonna go to that type of shit. So what would you do if your Dukes is just a maskeen, just a nice lady, and she lets someone stay there? Not related. Y'all ain't just related. She lets someone stay there. The person that stays there is irresponsible. Catches Bovid, gives it to your elderly mom, and then let me just let this guy explain it. This is hilarious.
Carla, how are you?
Hey, good. How you doing?
I mean,
I'm good.
what the son does is hilarious, and how he says it is hilarious. The situation is not hilarious at all. But how the son is handling the situation is therapeutic. It's almost like it's therapeutic, man. You guys are gonna love this.
Hey, Anonymous Carla, how are you?
Hey, good. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. It's me and Maino here, and we are not gonna judge you. You hear me, Maino? Okay. All right, what's your secret you want to share?
Okay, so about 2 years ago, my mom, she passed away from COVID.
Oh, I'm
she
sorry.
had lung cancer, and there was, thank you. And there was someone who she was giving shelter to, he had lost his home. He caught COVID. He knew he had it, and he went around my mom, and she passed away from it.
Yeah.
So every couple of weeks I go and I beat him until he's, can't walk. He's in the hospital right now. He ain't woke up since the last time. But, I mean, listen.
Hey, yo, listen, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, right?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, hold on. I got to hear it again.
No.
So every couple of weeks I go and I beat him until he's, can't walk. He in the hospital right now. He ain't woke up since the last time. But, I mean, listen.
Hey, yo, listen, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, right?
Oh, my God.
Damn! I think I'm a godly man, but it don't say in the Bible I can't. I find peace.
What if he dies?
Absolutely. It is what it is.
I mean, listen, the man got to do what he got to do. I mean, you only get one mother in this lifetime, and I mean, it is what it is. You're doing what you got to do.
I over that every day.
Right.
I am so sorry to hear about your mom. Now, this solution...
no, I mean, say, you beat him senseless.
He's in the hospital.
From time to time.
Yeah, just if I'm having a bad day, it could be anything, man.
Yeah,
I got a bill due, and now I'm mad right now, so,
He's definitely...
Right, you got a bill due. Going through something with your girl.
This sounds like Maino's friend, for real.
Damn!
Oh, my gosh.
Absolutely.
I don't even know what to say about this.
Yo, dog. That is hilarious. The way this guy is handling it, I'm telling you, it's therapeutic. He's like, yo, you're the reason why my Dukes is gone? All right, say less. From now on, anytime I see you, yo, it's fisticuffs. It's the hands and feet. I'm having a bad day. I'm knocking on your door. Literally, this nigga's he's having a bad day. The nigga opens the door. All you hear is, and a quick, you know what I'm saying? Beats him up, calls 911, says, hey, yo, come get this nigga. They come scoop him. He's in the hospital. The nigga waits. By the time he's done healing, another bad day is going to happen to this man. Whoops your ass again. Yo, that is a purgatory ass whooping. A purgatory ass whooping. I would never want to get a purgatory whooping like that, yo. To my nigga. Bro, even if it was like an accident by mistake, like the man was sorry, he's like, nah, I'm not having it. You can say you're sorry all you want. You are from now until forever. That's crazy to me. That to me is just crazy. But can you just appreciate how, like, sometimes you ain't got to kill a guy. You ain't got to do anything like that. Just make him lose his will to live, yo. Yo.
Dude, what the fuck?
This guy made him lose his will to freaking live, dog, which is crazy to me. He said, you know what? I've had enough of this nigga. I've had enough of this nigga right here. Man, my mom did a good deed for you. And instead of getting yourself checked, but you think a nigga that's crashing at your Duke's crib is gonna be trying to get himself checked for COVID? And even if he catches it, do you think he's gonna say anything? Now, because he's afraid to get kicked out, which is selfish, obviously. And in his mind, he probably thought, she might be fine. Here's the thing. Would you rather have that on your conscience, or would you just tell them, like, hey, guys, I caught it, or I think I have it? Do you know what I mean? Because he said he got it, didn't say anything. His Dukes caught it, and then if he caught it and said something, they could have probably helped him. Something could have happened. So the lesson of this, the moral of the story, if you have something that could harm someone else, don't feel afraid and don't feel ashamed to say something, because you can end up having a purgatory ass whooping for the rest of your life. Whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally, all three of them. Combination. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, I gotta play that right now, dog. Come on, bro. I know you guys heard that shit, yo. Right here. Combination. You know what I'm saying? All three of them. All three of them.
Combination.
Real shit though. You know what I mean? So, dog, niggas gonna put hands, feet, everything on you.
Combination.
Yeah, you are right, so nudo.
Combination.
You want ice cream or pie?
Combination.
Broski, I'm just telling you, bro. You have to be an idiot, my nigga. Oh man, you have to legit, guys. Especially if someone's helping you, they're already helping you. Nigga, ask for more help. Yo, I caught it. Help me. And that way they can send the mom into a telly. She can be away from it. You know what I'm saying? They can put the mom in a hotel, scrub the crib down or whatever. Make sure someone can stay with the mother. Make sure the mom's good. She's doing well. You know what I'm saying? It could have worked out, but you didn't say anything. And then the mom thought she was just sick or something. And then they couldn't. So maybe there's so many variables, obviously. But you're the source of his anger, basically. And he has someone to let his grief and anger out on. And he's doing it. He's literally beating him onto the near break of death every day, anytime he can. And then waiting for him to heal, builds up all that resentment and anger and grief, and goes and whoops his ass again, bro. That is crazy, dog. Shout out to that nigga, bro. Bruh, you never would want that. You would never want that, bro. Like, as soon as the nigga knocks on my door, I'll just be like, "Hey, yo, what the fuck?" Oh my God, I'm tired of this, bro. You know what I mean? As soon as I hear, like, his car pull up. No. Wait. But nigga, imagine a nigga just had an on-site vendetta for you, bro. Just might as well shoot me, dog. Like, holy, bro. You're telling me every time I see you, you have to fold me, dog? And he sounded like it was a big nigga on the phone. So it was like, he was folding him every time he can. And it's probably like a MAGA guy, you know, that gets, oh man. Thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers, man. Anyways. So the FBI is not fucking playing around, dog. This one guy thought it was sweet. What's his name? I think his name is Craig Robertson or some shit like that. He's an idiot. He was taunting the FBI, taunting the CIA, taunting the Secret Service and the president on his. And I don't know why a lot of these guys are on Facebook. He wanted attention. FBI shows up to his door, says, "Hey yo, man, we see your terroristic threats online." Like, they gave him a warning. This guy was happy that the FBI pulled up, that he got some clout, that the FBI pulled up, said, "Yo, the FBI just pulled up to my crib." Well, guess what? Bad man no care. Bad man no blood clot care. He's like, "Me murder pussy hole for fun." So the Secret Service, FBI, them one of them alphabetical niggas pulled up, and they wet him the fuck up, bro. They gave him the Christopher Donor treatment. If you guys don't know about Christopher Donor, he was a black man who felt betrayed by the police, and he was a police officer, a black police officer who felt betrayed by the police because he got fired for snitching on the police. He broke the blue code. That's how we even know about the blue line and all that type of shit with more detail. Before there was like rumors, he just confirmed it for everybody. So he said, "Hey yo, I'm going down with a bang. I'm murdering everybody I can." And he just went ham. He said, "I'm killing anybody I can," and he just went ham. And I'm just like, whoa, dude. Chill. This was all across the news. I'm telling you, everybody was in their cribs or on Twitter. I was on Twitter, and I was watching this on CNN. It was crazy. I remember people were like, "Yo, LL Cool J better not leave his house because he looked like LL Cool J." Or, you know, the dad from That's So Raven? The dad from That's So Raven got interviewed, and they were asked him about the Christopher Dorner situation. And he said, "Hey, yo, I did not leave my house for a week or until that situation was settled because he looked exactly like me." I was dying, bro. Don't worry, I'm going to have a picture of Christopher Dorner. So, yeah. This nigga thought he could pull up. I mean, he thought he could. So, Joe Biden was going to pull up to Utah. That's where he's at. He said, when Joe Biden pulls up to Utah, I'm shooting his plane down. I'm going to shoot him. I'm like, bro, you need to relax. You are being an idiot. So he's talking all that shit. He's saying everything, right? So then, when they pulled up, the thing that happened is, it was crazy. So they pull up. They're like, yo, what are you on, my G? He's like, hey, I'm just here doing my thing. But guess what? And then he tried to open fire on them or something happened. Shootout happened. He's gone. Ayo, let me just say this one thing. At the end of the day, just because you see Joe Biden slipping and falling and all that type of shit, he's still the president of the United States. They have to make examples out of motherfuckers to show like, hey, yo, this is still the president here. Y'all need to relax, you know what I'm saying? Y'all could say whatever you want online or whatever, but like, we're gonna take all threats seriously. Like, so you got sometimes just these are examples of fucking around and finding out. Like, don't fuck around and find out. Sometimes it's not worth it. And I bet you that nigga was trolling. I bet you he was low-key trolling, but he was getting so much clout and view from it. And you know what I mean? He's probably going to the bar, became like a local, not a hero, but a local, like, infamous guy. Like, oh, that's the guy that's, like, going after the FBI, And, like, maybe some girls were into that. But, nigga, now you dead because you're an idiot. Anyways. I don't know. People are crazy, bro. FBI ain't playing that shit, dog. Who do you think the FBI is? Huh? Anyways. So, my guy, Theo Von. Theo Von. I have a Theo Von clip right here. He was with Ric Flair, and this shit is hilarious. Yeah.
How long were you in rehab for?
35 days.
And where'd you go to?
Place here in Tampa. My roommate's a doctor from Fort Lauderdale that's there for digesting crystal meth anally.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
one.
Yo.
Now, what's that got to do with me drinking? The other guy is a 23-year-old that was taking 40 milligrams of Valium.
Who's a freaky ass nigga?
At 23. You don't think he was vibrating? And here's the deal. I get there, I go through all the physical and all that, get all the shit done right. The doctor checks me out. I look across the courtyard. I'm smoking a Marlboro, right? Mm-hmm. So isn't that the guy? That guy looks just like a doctor. He said, "It is a doctor." I said, "What's he doing here?" He said, "Been a patient here for 5 years." I said, "The doctor is taking care of us and a fucking patient?" What? I couldn't believe it. So I walked up to the counselor. I told him, "Is that fucking guy? Does he have a license?" "No, they pulled it." "Well, how is he practicing medicine?" "It is a nut house." I was in the fucking night house.
Damn, Rick.
"You're not allowed to talk to the girls, Rick." "Okay." Now they want you to take this test again. "What does this look like? A bear or a skunk or an owl?" "It looks like you dumb fuck. Why are you asking me the same question? Been looking at this box for 3 weeks, and I'm not getting changed. I don't know what it looks like. What does it look like to you? And why are you in here?"
You're fucking in here too. Yeah.
Yo, that is hilarious, man. You gotta appreciate a good Theo Von clip. You know what I mean? Oh man, this nigga Ric Flair was in rehab, and he's like, "Yo, these motherfuckers is crazier than me. I'm only in here for alcohol. These guys are fucked up. I shouldn't even be here." You never know how crazy you are until crazy pulls up at your door, bro. You might think that you're crazy until actual crazy pulls up. "Oh, I'm crazy. I can go off." Yeah, nigga. We'll see. Now, Charleston White and Adin Ross are on this like historical run where they're just in real life, what's the word called? In real life streaming and shit. So they recently did a stream and they were like eating food somewhere.
Damn, say, give me a supervisor. What's the fuck wrong with her?
It's my job to be bitchy. I'm not gonna be nice. It's my fucking house. You want on that? I don't know who you are, but I'm just doing my fucking job. Got it?
Damn. Can I be mean too? Yeah. Shit. Bitch, do your job. Yeah, bitch. Well, shit, bitch, do your job then, huh? Bitch, just get me a lemonade then.
Yeah, dog. These niggas is walking around.
Let me ask you, you get swamp ass? Swamp ass. What's that? Your butthole sweat? No, I don't get that. I got a, no, man, fuck no. Oh, my bad. You get it? Yeah, hell yeah. I can hear my butt.
Like, these niggas is just rolling around and shit,
All right, I got some for you. Gay son or thought daughter? Thought daughter. Why? I do it. Because that's normal. Really? Thoughtism is normal. Gay is not.
Oh shit, never mind. No, never mind.
Oh, my bad. Okay, can we just, before you flip it, please. How much is in this pot? $105,000?
Anyways, so Adin Ross and Charleston White doing a bunch of streams together. Hilarious footage. Charleston White is so fucking... You never know what the fuck's gonna come out this nigga's mouth. This nigga, bro. Whatever he said, whatever comes out of the words out of Charleston White's mouth, I do not approve. I do not... That's his views. And well, how do you say that shit? Whatever the fuck this nigga says, that ain't me. I just find what he says... Well, most of what he says funny. Not everything. Alright? Alright, man? Okay. Alright, man. Well, I guess that is it. I think that is it for today. I think we're done. Yep. I think we are good, man. We are finishing it off. So you already know, man. That was the IVP with Dr. IBZ. We are out of here. Have no fear. Yes, sir. Now, that was episode 161. Y'all stay tuned. Stay safe. Stay blessed. Stay everything. You know what I'm saying? Stay irie, my G's. You already know. And we are out of here, my G's. And we out.